So we're here at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., looking at the Shipwreck created in 1772 by Claude Vernet. Many of Vernet's paintings made the viewer feel like they were watching a movie. With this particular painting, it can be compared to a modern-day action movie. Some people said that by looking at the shipwreck, they could feel the spray of the sea, hear the waves crashing on the shore, and hear the people trying to get to safety.
This work is located in a high-traffic area of the museum. Many of the people that walked into the room immediately commented on the piece, particularly the bright strike of lightning. It draws so much attention because it really doesn't fit in with the other paintings in the room. The use of grays, greens, and blues brings a very dark feeling to the work.
The bold strike of lightning draws the viewer in and guides their eye from the upper right over to the small town on the horizon, which leads to the mast of the half-sunken ship. Following the mast to the top points to a broken, weathered tree on the cliff, leading down to the waves crashing on the rocks, and finally landing on the people scattered on the shore. Vernet's dramatic use of diagonals and the way he makes the eye go around the painting almost makes a wave motion, adding to the illusion of actually witnessing this shipwreck.
The attention to detail in this painting is amazing. The waves crashing on the shore have an illusion of being really textured, yet the work itself is very smooth. Even the detail in the people on the shore and the ship give us a feeling of stress, relief, and concern.
The entire work is about a ship getting caught in a storm and wrecking on the shore. But the bright streak of lightning makes it feel like there is safety in the distance for the other ship in the background.
Okay, so now here we are comparing Vernet's The Shipwreck to Joseph Mallord Williams Turner's Slave Ship. Turner's work being done over 100 years after Vernet's.
In the slave ship, we see a ship that was carrying slaves get caught in a typhoon. The captain of the ship ordered the slaves to be thrown off of the ship in order to collect his insurance. The painting is deceiving because at first glance it looks like a beautiful seascape painting, but upon closer inspection it is not at all. In the bottom right of the painting, you can observe the slaves shackled drowning, whereas in the shipwreck we immediately can feel the intensity and horrific nature of the painting.
Both of these paintings represent a chaotic tragedy, and both experience a force of nature in the ocean. In this case, two typhoon-like storms.
With the shipwreck, we see a lot going on, from the men yelling atop the rocks, the people pulling on the rope, and the people sliding down the rope, the women in relief looking up into the sky, and the people still on the ship.
We also can observe the untouched and more peaceful parts of the painting. In the background, we can see a castle on the cliff, another ship still afloat, and a city in the distance. Like Turner's painting, we can see a peaceful and beautiful part of the painting being the sunset in the background.
While the shipwreck is very detailed, the slave ship uses sfumato to blend and shade the colors and movements together. So even though one is very detailed, they both deliver an extreme sense of chaos.
Also, emotionally, these two paintings bring in the viewer a deep feeling of despair and empathy to all involved. Both paintings share a story of lives being lost or at stake. However, with Vernet's, we see other people desperately helping one another, giving a sense of hope. But with Turner's, we see hopelessness because we know the slaves were intentionally thrown off the ship.